Hi guys, it's Emily, and today I'm coming back with a little bit of a different video. It's something that I haven't done on my channel yet, but because it's coming up to going back to school, college and all that kind of stuff, I thought I might do a tips and advice video for going back to school for leaving cert students. This is our last examination if you're in secondary school in Ireland. I completed mine in 2016, so well over a year ago now, and I just thought I might give you some of the tips that I found helpful that helped me throughout 6th year. So if I'm looking down, I just have like a little notebook here, but I will try and focus on you guys. So my first tip would be to get past exam papers. Now, this will help you studying, mainly because you're getting practice at the types of questions that are coming up on your exam papers, and that could possibly come up for the mocks and for Christmas exams and the actual exams. As well, this will help you practice what you're going to be writing for those answers. And as well, with exam papers, there's usually like a little tracker at the beginning of it, and this will show you the types of questions that have come up in previous years. So say if a question, we'll say it was Irish, and a letter came up for the last 2 years, I would say practice that, or practice stories. The exam papers are set out to help guide you on what questions have come up in the past. This will help you study for those questions in your exams. My second tip would be to start a study plan straight away when you go back. This is going to help so much when it comes to your Christmas exams, mocks and the actual leaving cert. Write out all your subjects into the study plan, right? Colour code, highlight, all of that kind of stuff, and prioritise your subjects that might be your weaker subjects. This is what I did. I put more of my time into the subjects that I was weaker at, which would have been, for me, would have been maths and Irish. I was just really bad at those two. So I would have spent, rather than an hour on these, I would have spent an hour and a half to 2 hours each evening. As well, along with that tip of starting a study plan, don't stress. Spend whatever amount of time you have every evening. If it's only an hour to 2 hours, do half an hour of one subject, half an hour of another. That's 1 hour. And then maybe for the last hour of your studying, do the subject that you're weak at, whether it's a language, maths, or whatever the subject may be. This'll help with the exams and mocks. And well, with the leave and the actual leaving cert as well. It's something that I only put into practice after my Christmas exams, coming up to my mocks, and it really helped. It was so much easier. Like, I knew what I was doing each evening at what time, and it was a set and focused point for each day on what to do. So yeah, that's what I'd recommend. And then my third tip or piece of advice would be colour coding your subjects. If you have a lot of notebooks and a lot of folders in your school bag and they're all the same colour, you're going to get confused on what subject is which. So at least if you have, say for you're doing biology, a green folder and green notebook, that's going to be easier for you to pick out of your bag and to study with, because you're differentiating the subjects by colour. This helped me a lot when I was in school, because even though I had a locker, during classes it made organising my bag and studying a lot easier because I knew each colour of what subject was. Along with this, have separate folders for each class. And if you find this too bulky, get one big binder, have a load of dividers in it and divide your subjects up, because if you have everything just all mushed into one, it's going to be so much harder to find pieces of work that you're looking for. Um, with that as well, make sure you have everything you need for studying in your little space, wherever it may be. If it's in your room, in the library, in your best friend's house, wherever it may be, make sure you have everything that you need to be studying. This will make everything easier. Maybe even on a Sunday night, pack your bag before Monday morning so you're not in a rush. Um, and then my tip number 4 would be after school study. If you're a person who gets easily distracted at home or in the library, or where there's going to be a lot of people or a lot of distractions like phones, TV, laptops, all that kind of stuff, after school study is really, really helpful. It's really beneficial. Um, I did this when I was in school. I did it for 5th and 6th year, and if I hadn't done that, I wouldn't have passed my leaving cert. I wouldn't have passed my Christmas exams, my mocks, like simple little tests that were in during the classes and stuff. I wouldn't have passed because I'm the type of person that gets really easily distracted at home. Even though I'm out of my siblings, I'm the only one that lives at home, but I have nieces and nephews that would come over or whatever. And even my mum, I get distracted by my mum, like telling her about my day or she telling me about hers. That would just distract me and I won't get anything done at home. Whereas when I was in study, in the school that I went to, there was none of that. Like, you had no phones, no music, you weren't allowed to listen to music. So it was just dead, dead silent. And as well, it really was helpful because there's a teacher there and they can help you with anything that you may be stuck on. I found this really helpful as well for my languages and stuff, because I did German for my leaving cert, and there was some parts of the vocabulary and grammar that I really struggled on. So when I was in study, I was able to ask the teacher that was supervising to help. Whereas if I was at home, I wouldn't have been able to do that because my mum didn't do languages in school. So it's overall it is really beneficial. I think a lot, if it's available to people, I think you should really should do it. And then my last and final tip would be ask for help. If you're struggling with anything in 6th year, ask for help. That's what the teachers are there for. They're there to help you get the best grade or best possible result that you can get and what is best for you. They're not going to turn you away if you ask for help. They're there to help you. That's what they want to do. They want to see you do as best as you can do. Um, they can help with extra notes, or if it's a piece like say an essay in English. If you struggle with the teacher that you have for English, ask another teacher that does that subject too. They can give you extra notes, extra points on where you're going wrong, or what could maybe help bring up your grade in your essays and stuff. So yeah, I hope these tips and little pieces of advice can really help you. Um, don't stress too much. It's not the end of the world. There's always ways around doing things if you don't get the required points. Um, so yeah, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Leave a comment down below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!